Hi there, beautiful soul sister. I wanted to share something with you about what it really takes to give birth to your big vision. So if you have this big thing that wants to be created through you, whether it's a book, a program, changing things in your business, bringing a new creative project through, or starting to do something you've never done before, then I feel like one of the key components to actually seeing this whole vision through from a spark of inspiration to a physical thing that you can share with the world is to have the right support in place. And as much as I do believe it's important to have the right, structure and the right format and the right tools and practices in your business to make it happen physically, for me, it's always been, the most important thing has always been to have someone or a group of people hold space so that I can feel safe enough to let this creation unfold. Because we all know how scary and crazy that ride is, right? I mean, when you feel completely immersed in your creation and you're feeling good and everything's amazing and magical and super clear, when you feel that, you usually don't need that much help. But I mean, you're inevitably going to go through all the phases of creation. And that also includes doubt, doubting yourself, everything, wanting to quit everything and hide. It includes having big fears come up, old stories of, I can't do this, I've never done this before, last time went really badly, or, sometimes also investing in the wrong support and not feeling as supported as you wanted. And so what I offer in my programs, and especially in the Next Level program, is that I hold a really safe and loving space for all of you. It's a space where you can freak out and share your biggest fears and insecurities, and you will be completely loved and accepted and held as you move through that. Because there's something magical that happens when we move through those big fears. Instead of going into hiding or getting overwhelmed or avoiding, which can actually take a lot of time and energy and money, right? To be in that space where you keep moving forward at your own pace until you bring your vision to life. And that to me is really, I think, my superpower when it comes to my programs, is that loving space. Because I see you. I see exactly where you're at. I know what it feels like to feel all those emotions and all the fears and the doubt. And I see your stories and all the stuff going on. And I invite you to rise up through that. Diving in, releasing, learning, and then moving through that and then into your creation. And I feel like I don't have to do that much because you already know. This is a journey that you know deep inside of you. And there's a wise part of you that really knows the path through. But what is crucial, I believe, is that you feel safe and you feel supported. And there's a dedicated space for this. Because I feel like the more we grow and the more our businesses and our visions grow, the more we need an even higher level of support and of holding space for that. And that's something that I'm so dedicated to and I feel is so important because, you've probably worked with people who did not know how to hold space, or places where you didn't feel safe, or where the energy started to get messy and connected, where you start getting involved in everyone's stuff and it's just not very clear. And that's something that I'm super mindful of and have learned, the hard way from signing up and being in circles where the space holder just didn't have the capacity or maybe the experience to do that, because it demands a lot, right? And you've held space for your clients, maybe groups, maybe individuals. So you know that this is like big work and we have to really do our own inner work in order to hold that space. And I've done so much of that. And now I feel really comfortable and I continuously do the inner work so that I can keep showing up for you. Because what I want for you is to be held at the same high level as you hold your clients. That's what I want for you, to feel so held, so supported, so loved. And then of course I share guidance that I receive respectfully. I share the things that I see in you so that I can also be your mirror. And I try to find a really good balance between seeing what's going on, sharing things I think are helpful, and at the same time completely honoring your process. Because when you go through your journey in that space without too much interference from the space holder, you then find your strength, right? And you reconnect with your power and your inner guidance. And that to me is amazing, right? Because that you can bring with you beyond my program and beyond our time together. So if this is something that you long for, because I know it's so precious when you find the right space, the right people, the right mentor to guide you through these, it's just magical. I've had the great honor to be mentored by and to be in groups with Hiro Boga, with Jennifer Kem, with some amazing and incredibly wise teachers. And so I bring all of that with me into everything that I create. And it's just so precious. So if you feel the call, I invite you to check out the program and maybe book a 15-minute next level activation with me, because then we can connect one-on-one. You can share any concerns you have, any questions, and we can explore where you're at in your business and also do an activation together. So thank you so much for watching, and I would love to support you on your journey, because what you're creating and who you are is so important and matters so much to the world that we want to create. So please reach out if this is something that calls you and you feel ready. Thank you.